Oh.
Overwatch was the first one that, like, I was 15 when it came out,
Mhm.
and, it, like, I don't know, it became so integral to my identity that a lot of the, like, early competition I had with it is, like, I just wanted to be better than all my
Yep.
friends.
Yep. Have you quit Overwatch before or taken breaks?
Yeah, the biggest one was in 2019.
How
I
did
was
that go?
graduating high school, and I was extremely emotionally unstable. Um I'm just
I
being
love the
real, man.
honesty. I don't find that. I'm sorry. I appreciate the
No,
honesty.
it's hilarious.
Okay. Well, okay, without going into like the details, like was that how did that have anything to do with Overwatch or was it just external factors that I shouldn't dig into?
Um, yeah, okay. So I was on a really good team at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know, the game kind of got to me. I was like doing like 14-hour days,
Yeah.
and so I wasn't doing super well. I was falling to like low GM, high masters, and like that's not bad, but it's just like I don't know. I
for
got
14
very
hours a day, for 14 hours a day, that is bad.
I got emotional. It's like I felt like defined by my number
Yeah.
of like of my skill rating,
Yep.
and obviously that's not at all correct. So that was a part of it.
One of the dangers, I guess, of being, and I say danger, being a 15-year-old when a game comes out, and like this is what you kind of commit yourself to doing. And this isn't just a video game. This is really anything. This could be chess. This could be football, baseball, anything. Is it becomes, especially if you don't have a history in competing and you don't have a lot of other things that you compete or enjoy, it becomes your identity, right? It
Yeah,
becomes
it
kind of
did.
like who you are. Like when you are Snowman, you are Overwatch. You are the Overwatch guy. And the danger with that is then when that goes poorly or you struggle or you hit a snag, there isn't any sort of falling back. Oh, that's okay. I'm struggling at this one aspect of my personality or my identity, but I'm still a musician, or I still have I've still got a lot of friends or a lot of family that follow. I'm not saying that those aren't necessarily there, but I don't have other hobbies and other things that define me. I am just Overwatch. And so when Overwatch doesn't go well, I'm failing. I'm a failure, right? And you talked about a lot about how like your mentality was struggling and how you get emotionally distraught and you would fall into like high masters, low GM. And then you were quick to say, oh, well, I know that that doesn't necessarily is not the most important thing. But the problem is then because it's really hard for you to say my SR doesn't matter that much when that's literally who you are, right? At least on the surface. Yeah. And what I'm concerned about is that you're going to try and give it another go, but you're going to make the exact same mistakes that you were making back when you were struggling mentality-wise. Now, a lot of time has passed, you've matured, but I want to make sure that you have the right mindset with this thing. So you tell me, what are the dangers for your mentality and your approach in the next couple of months when Overwatch 2 starts? What are the dangers for your mentality and ranked? And then if you get into scrims, if you start scrimming with the team, what are some of the pitfalls that you're going to have to avoid with the team? Based off of your history, you tell me.
I think it's very dangerous to, I don't know, make Overwatch my entire identity. Because as you said, like I have a very obsessive personality.
Yep.
This happens with my girlfriends all the time.
Oh, you have multiple? I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm just kidding.
But with almost all of my exes,
yeah,
I get like crazy obsessed, and they're like 90% of my identity.
Yeah.
And so like, of course, that hurts when it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
And so with Overwatch, it's actually so funny that you say that. Because I can't do that. I mean, Overwatch can be very like integral to my identity, of course.
Yep.
But it's just I don't. I guess I need to have probably a more varied lifestyle, which is ironic, considering like of course you want to get better at Overwatch, but you need to do like things that aren't Overwatch to do that probably.
And that's the catch, though, right? It's about balance for your own mentality, but the thing is range. Like the goal is for you to expand your personal growth so that you're able to be a better Overwatch player. I've said this so many times, especially in the last few streams, that better people make better players, and you are a lacking person. You are lacking personally because you are OTP IRL. And the danger of being an OTP IRL is either you have a phenomenal leadership and a phenomenal mentality and it just barely works, or you burn out, you crash, and you're miserable and you have nothing else afterward. And you right now, I feel like there's a lot of the time that there's been like a fear of failure, whether it's you being obsessive over your girlfriends or obsessive over Overwatch, where it's like, I can't be mediocre, I gotta be great, right? But then that fear of failure is what's keeping you failing. You kind of see what I'm saying?
That makes perfect sense.
And it's not good enough to diagnose it. We also have to find a way to be able to expand that. And to be honest with you, that might be the most important thing that you do over the course of the next few months. Is, as I know it will be tempting with Overwatch 2 and new shiny things, but also you need to find what else defines me. Is it working out? Is it reading books? Is it friends? Is it spending more time with family? Is it there another sport or another hobby? I mean, there's so many things out there. That's the thing for you, right? Is like you're obsessive, you're one-dimensional, you go all in or nothing, and that is not the best way to improve, and that is not the most healthy way to live a life as a human being. You are too diverse, you have too many skill sets that you don't even know about, you have too many like passions that you don't even know about, and that, to me, the passion should be to be passionate about a lot of things, to pursue things, and you'll achieve excellence through that. I promise you, you'll be surprised. Like everybody, I know, I'll bring up this one example. Do you follow Overwatch League much at all?
Yeah, no, I haven't been watching it consistently this stage just because it's boring to watch.
Well, I agree. Okay.
But yes.
But one thing I've been very vocal about is Hadi's character arc from last season to this season. Last season, it was all or nothing, all in, put in a bad situation, and he gets frustrated, gets angry, self-implodes, everything, right? Right? This season, he's spending less time playing. He's spending more time developing himself as a character and building his additional tools. And guess what? He's a better player. He's a better player. He's a better player because he's a better person. He's spending less time playing the game, but he's playing the game with efficiency and focus and doing other things. And because he doesn't just define himself by, I am an Overwatch League player that is everything and the only thing to me, now all of a sudden, he's actually playing at a higher level. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that I think has to be your goal. And I'm not saying don't pursue contenders. I'm saying pursue contenders in a way to where not only are you more likely to get to contenders, but if you fail, okay, there'll be something else. And I enjoyed it. Right. And you need to get something out of this too, right? I think this could be like Overwatch might be your way of learning your way around growing yourself personally, I guess. That's always the goal. Whatever you do, learn something from it. Don't just be there to be great. That's just such a lame and one-dimensional way of looking at things.